What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. Got a new jersey. It's Kenny Moore, Indiana Knights. Rate it down in the comment section below. Power's here, and today I bring to you my 2024 first round NFL mock draft. Basically, I'm gonna just go through all 32 picks and tell y'all what I think is gonna happen. I got the laptop down here, so when I'm looking down here, that's what I'm looking at, because obviously I can't remember all 32 picks because that's just kind of impossible. And do have some trades in here, not many, but obviously you got to have some trades in your mock draft because there's always trades on draft night. So this is just what I think is going to happen, and yeah, let's get right into it. So with the first pick, the Chicago Bears have it. They got it from the Bryce Young trade, and yeah, it's working out really well for them. They've shipped Justin Fields, so it's pretty obvious that they're going to go with Caleb Williams out of USC, and it's honestly a very good situation for a first overall pick to be walking into, because they got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore for Caleb Williams to throw the ball to. Got a decent O-line. Coaching, it's iffy. The defense isn't bad. And the Bears, they finished the season strong last year. I think they finished like 7-10 or something like that. So really not a bad campaign. And Caleb Williams is going to go in there, and it's obviously going to be Caleb Williams. No matter what you're going to try to tell yourself, Caleb Williams is the number one overall pick. There's no question about it. And yeah, honestly, I think it's going to be a very good fit for Chicago, and I think that they're finally going to have that franchise quarterback they've been looking for fucking ever. We're going to go to pick number 2 now, which is the Washington Commanders, and this pick is a little bit more interesting because with Caleb Williams off the board, it seems like Drake May is a shoo-in to go here, but I don't know about all that. And then there's also a lot of people saying that JJ McCarthy is the popular pick here. I don't buy that for a fucking second. I don't have them going Drake May, though. I do have them going Jayden Daniels out of LSU. He had a very good season last season. He was the Heisman winner, and I think the Commanders go with Jayden Daniels just because how they have their roster constructed and the quarterbacks they got. They got Marcus Mariota and Jacoby Brissett right now. I feel like they might try to go for more of a mobile, make plays with his feet type of guy, and I think that's Jayden Daniels. So I think the Commanders do go with Jayden Daniels at number 2, which brings me to number 3, the New England Patriots, and I think they go Drake May out of North Carolina. He's obviously a quarterback, and basically the Patriots, they're going to get either Drake May or Jayden Daniels. Basically, whoever the Commanders don't pick is who they're going to get, and I think it's going to be Drake May here. It's going to really fit the Patriots, and Patriots will have another good franchise quarterback, and it's really plain and simple as that going into the new era. I think it's led by Drake May, which takes me to number 4, which is held by the Arizona Cardinals, and they won't be going quarterback because they're going to stick with Kyler Murray for at least this season, and I think they're going to try to build around him a little bit more. So I think they go with the best player in this draft, in my opinion. Wish the Colts could get him, but that's not going to happen. Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State. I mean, best receiver, arguably the best player in the draft, and yeah, it's very obvious the Cardinals, they're going to go with Marvin Harrison Jr. That brings me now to number 5, which is held by the LA Chargers, and this one creates some questions, but I do think they go wide receiver. I think they're going to pick Malik Nabers out of LSU because they traded away all of their receivers. They either traded or cut all of their wide receivers that were worth anything in the offseason, and they obviously need to start building up around Justin Herbert again with Jim Harbaugh there to lead that. It's more of a reload, I would assume, with a guy like Justin Herbert. So I think they go with Malik Nabers to give Justin Herbert a target to throw to. And now I'm at number 6, which is the New York Giants. And the Giants have a lot of things they could improve on, but I think they're going to have to ride out Danny Dimes for another year just because his contract is ridiculous. And if they cut him, that's an insane cap hit. So they're going to definitely keep him. Not going quarterback. I think that they go offensive line. I think they're going to take the best tackle in the draft and Joe Alt out of Notre Dame. Just try and get that O-line built up really good to try and get the best they can out of Daniel Jones. And now here's where things get interesting at number 7. The pick is held by the Tennessee Titans, but I do have them trading it away with Joe Alt off the board. I feel like the Titans, they wanted Joe Alt, so with him not being on the board, I think they look to trade this pick, and I think they do trade it to the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Vikings move up to 7 and select J.J. McCarthy, who's out of Michigan, a quarterback. And you may be thinking, why would they trade it for J.J. McCarthy? I feel like the Vikings are looking to draft a quarterback in this class, and I feel like they might trade up to get their guy just because Williams, Daniels, and May all went off the board already, and they might want to trade up just to ensure they get the guy they want, and maybe jumping in front of the Falcons just to ensure the Falcons don't draft the guy they want, because the Falcons may draft a quarterback just to sit behind Kirk Cousins for a while. But either way, I think the Vikings do move up, get J.J. McCarthy, and J.J. McCarthy, depending on what system he goes into, could be very good, and I think the best system he could go into would be the Minnesota Vikings. Kevin O'Connell coaching and Justin Jefferson to throw the ball to would be a great situation for him to be in. Which takes me to number 8, which is the Atlanta Falcons, like I previously mentioned. And with 4 quarterbacks off the board, they did just get Kirk Cousins. I don't think they go quarterback now. I think that they just play best player available, and I think they're going to go Dallas Turner out of Alabama, an edge rusher, just because he'll be the best player on the board at that point. Number 9 is the Chicago Bears again, who just drafted Caleb Williams. I think now they go receiver, and I think they're going to draft Rome Odunze out of Washington. I think I said that name wrong. I'm probably going to butcher half of these names just so you guys know. Just to give Caleb Williams another weapon to throw to, and that'll be a good weapon for him to have, and Rome won't have to start right away because obviously he's going to have Keenan Allen and DJ Moore ahead of him, and it's gonna really help to have another good receiver like that on the Bears. So number 10, that brings me to the New York Jets, and I think they could just also play best player available. And in this case, that's going to be Brock Bowers out of Georgia, tight end. Rodgers loves throwing to tight ends, and with him being back, maybe drafting a tight end could really help him out there. And yeah, just like I said, I think they go best player available, and at that point, it's going to be Brock Bowers. So number 11, that brings me to Tennessee Titans, which is the pick they got in the trade with Minnesota. And I think that they're going to go tackle. I think they go Tyrese Funga out of Oregon State. I really hope I said that name right, because the Titans are looking to bolster their O-line a little bit, and I think that they just go tackle here. Number 12 is the Denver Broncos. A lot of people have them maybe picking Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. I don't see him taking a quarterback in round 1, maybe round 2. I think that they go corner to pair with Patrick Surtain. I think they're going to pick Cooper DeJean out of Iowa, and just he'll be the best corner on the board at that point, and I think that's just what they do for some reason. I don't know why I think that. I just think they go corner. Number 13 is the Las Vegas Raiders. I think they also go corner. I'm going to have them take Teron Arnold out of Alabama. There's a chance that the Raiders draft a quarterback also, but I don't think it happens in the first round. If they do, I think they could add to that secondary a little bit because it wasn't great last year. And getting a guy like Teron Arnold, that'll really help them out and making that defense even better. Number 14 is the New Orleans Saints. I think that they go Troy Fautanu out of Washington. He's a tackle. Probably said that name wrong too. Just to help their O-line out. It wasn't great last year. They need to protect Derek Carr and / Taysom Hill / Jameis Winston. So whoever their quarterback is that week that they need to protect him. And yeah, I think they just go offensive line to make it a little bit better. Number 15 is my Indianapolis Colts, and if you watched my Colts mock draft, you already know that I have us picking Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo, and just because he's a very good corner, and I think we definitely draft corner in this draft, at least in the first round, and he'll be the best one available at that point. So yeah, if you want a more detailed explanation on why we pick him, go watch my last video. Number 16 is the Seattle Seahawks. I think that they're going to go with Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon. No, that's not me. Just so you guys know, it's a different Jackson Powers. It's very weird. His name's spelled differently, but he's a center out of Oregon. I think the Seattle Seahawks take him just to help their O-line out. Number 17 is the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think they go Latu out of UCLA. He is an edge rusher. Once again, probably said that one wrong. I apologize. Just help their defense out a little bit, and yeah, I think they could just be going best player available. Number 18 is the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they go Jazir Newton out of Illinois. He is a D lineman, and yeah, just improve their D line a little bit. That could be why they do it. Number 19 is the LA Rams. I think they go Byron Murphy II out of Texas. Aaron Donald did just retire, so they could be looking to try and draft his replacement, and that could be what Byron Murphy is. He plays defensive line, and yeah, I think that could really help them in just trying to fill that void that Aaron Donald's leaving. Pick number 20 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that they go Alumia Fashanu out of Penn State. He is a tackle. I 1,000% said that one wrong. I'm not even going to try to act like I did say it right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think they go tackle. Just help out the new quarterback, Russell Wilson / Justin Fields, whoever they decide to start. And yeah, just because their O-line, it's they're struggling with tackling with tackle, so that's why I think they go tackle. Number 21 is the Miami Dolphins. I think they go J.C. Latham out of Alabama. He's also a tackle, once again to help out their offensive line. Number 22, or pick 22, is the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they go Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. He's a cornerback to help that secondary out a little bit. The secondary in the second half of the season last year was their weak point, why they just couldn't win games down the stretch and ended up losing in the playoffs. So I think that they do go corner to try and help that secondary out because it was rough last year. Pick number 23 is the Detroit Lions, which they got from the Cleveland Browns. And I think that they go Jared Verse out of Florida State, an edge rusher, just to make that defense even better. Number 24 is the Dallas Cowboys. I think they go Amaris Mims, out of Georgia. He's a tackle, just make their offensive line better. 25 is the Green Bay Packers. I think they go Graham Barton out of Duke, just because they need tackle help, and with Jordan Love really starting to emerge as a star, you want to make sure he's protected at all cost. Pick number 26, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they go with Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama. He's a corner, just once again help out that secondary. Pick number 27 is the Cardinals, which is the pick they got from Houston last year when Houston moved it up to 3. And I think they go Zach Frazier out of West Virginia. He's a center because, like I said, when they picked at 4, they're keeping Kyler Murray around, so they want to build around him, and having a good offensive line is going to help with keeping him around. Pick number 28 is the Buffalo Bills. I got them going Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU. Wide receiver, because they just got rid of Stephon Diggs and really need some receivers help. I mean, I think the number one receiver right now is Curtis Samuel, and he wasn't on the team last year. So they're really going to need some receiver help, and I think they definitely go receiver with this first round pick. Pick number 29 is the Minnesota Vikings, which they got from the Lions. I think they go with Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota. He is a safety to keep him home and make their secondary better, because it's a little rough right now. So I think they make it better with this pick right here. Pick number 30 is the Baltimore Ravens. I got them going with Donnie Mitchell out of Texas, a wide receiver, because Odell Beckham Jr. left in the offseason. They need receiver help, so they're going to go with receiver, try and get Lamar some more help. Pick number 31 is the San Francisco 49ers. I think they go with Tyler Gauton out of Oklahoma. He's a tackle, just to help out that offensive line, because they could just use some help there. And then pick number 32, the final pick of the first round, is the Kansas City Chiefs, because they won the Super Bowl. I think they go Ladd McConkey out of Georgia, wide receiver, because for obvious reasons they need a new receiver. And I think that Ladd McConkey could be that guy. So that is all 32 picks. I know some of these, they didn't make too much sense. My analysis was just not good on some of them, but it is what it is. It's a mock draft. It's out there. I'm not a professional. I'm an idiot YouTuber who is barely a YouTuber. So yeah, that's my mock draft. Let me know what you agree and disagree with in the comment section below, and who you want your favorite team to draft in this upcoming draft. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, and for everything in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.